Welcome back to another episode of Clash Royale with your host sFar. Guys, I'm very excited. I know that I said I was going to do videos every Wednesday and Sunday. Those are guaranteed videos that I'm going to be posting on those 2 days. Now, the reason why I'm recording this video is because it is the Crown Challenge right now, and this is part of the biggest event that Supercell has ever done. Is the Crown Championship Challenge, which if you get 20 wins, you automatically get an invitation to go fight in the championship, which is really cool. Because before, I don't know how they did it before, but I really like that they have the Crown Challenge inside the game, so that you don't have to worry about going to a website, signing up. You could just sign into your game and play and try to get those 20 wins. Now, first of all, I want to give a shout out to Azilis. He's the first one ever to have won the challenge 2 days ago when the challenge came out. He got it pretty fast. He got it within like the first couple of hours. So I just wanted to do a shout out to him for being able to win it so fast. There he is. Congrats to Azilis. He was the first player to reach 20 wins, so that's impressive. I think he was using the bait deck. I'm not sure what deck he was using exactly, but you know, that's kind of hard to do. And currently right now, those 4,430 players that have won the 20 challenge, so congratulations to them. So obviously they're going to be advancing to the next stage. I just want to talk a little bit about the main decks. So this is my main deck that I've been using. I'm gonna be showing you pictures of how far I got and the best. You know, I've been getting around 10 wins, 10 to 12 wins on standard. I've been doing this for about. I've done about 5 games. And that's been about my average. So this is the main deck I've been using. I've been changing it up. I've been using the Electric Wizard instead of Ice Wizard. I've been using the Baby Dragon instead of the Executioner. I've been using Goblin Gain instead of Bandit. So I have been changing it up, trying new things, and seeing what works. And so far, this is the deck that got me my most wins. And so the first deck I want to talk about is the minor Inferno control deck. And so how they use it is they have the Inferno for defenses. A lot of people are using the P.E.K.K.A. right now, so Inferno Tower is probably the #1 defense that people have in their decks. They have cycle cards like the Ice Wizard and the Skeletons, and they have Log to kill the Goblin Bearer and any type of thing that would get in the way and whatnot. And so this is a really good deck. If you haven't tried it, go ahead and try using this in the Crown Challenge to see if you could get 20 wins with it. Another popular deck is this P.E.K.K.A. deck. I don't know who came up with it, but I've been seeing this P.E.K.K.A. deck a lot. They use bats, they use poison, they use bandit, they use electric wizard, and then they have the pump. So it's kind of like a bridge spam with a P.E.K.K.A. defense, because they do have that battle ram. The thing that I see how you play this deck is you use the P.E.K.K.A. to defend, and then you push the other side with bandit battle ram. And that's kind of how you catch people off guard, because they have to defend both pushes at the same time, and they have to decide what they want to do with that. So this is another good deck that people have been using. This is the bait deck, the Inferno Tower bait deck with Princess, Goblin Bearer, Goblin Gain, and Knight. And the people use a Knight to defend. And so this is another popular deck that a lot of people have been using. I see this deck a lot during the challenge since the 5 attempts I've done it. And then the last deck that I want to show you is just the basic, hog, the old school hog deck with instead of Valkyrie, they have Ice Golem and whatnot. And this is a really good deck. This deck is pretty basic, so a lot of people should have these cards maxed out to tournament level. I don't, because I don't really play any of these cards besides the musket sometimes. So my cards are pretty low level. But if you have these cards level 9s, and whatnot, go ahead and try using this deck. So these are the most popular decks that I've been seeing so far in the Crown Challenge. And so I know I just want to apologize last time. Last time I left you with a cliffhanger. I did not open my Masgo chest. And so I do apologize about that. Let's go ahead and open it up right now and see what we could do with it and see what we get. It's going to be epics. Alright. So we didn't get any legendary, but we did get some pretty good epics, and that's not bad. Alright, so let me go ahead and show you my first attempt. When I first played the Crown Challenge, I got really excited. I came home and it was like 11:30, and I just started playing the game. And so what I'm about to show you is I got 10 and 1. And I got super excited. I said, you know what? I'm at least going to get the legendary chest Let's just try to go for the 20 wins on my first attempt. And so obviously I got I got the legendary chest, and look, I got the bandit. I know last time when I was opening the super magical chest, I wanted to get the bandit, but I didn't. Well, you know what? Supercell gave me the bandit, and I'm super excited because I only need 3 more bandits to get her to a level 3, and she's going to be pretty epic to use. And then this is how I ended. I got 15-1. Man, the replays are too old, so I can't show you the games I played, but they were very close and intense. I should have saved them for you guys, so I do apologize about that, but I have a lot of other good replays that I want to show you. But my first attempt, I went 15-3. I was 15-1, then I tilted. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I just wanted to, I thought I could finish it. I thought I could get the 5 wins. But you know what? I was tired. I was playing sloppy. I should have stopped because 15-1 is a great spot to be in, and that's what I should have done. But I kept playing. But like I said, I did it 4 other times, and my average has been about 10 to 12 wins, which isn't bad. I think I'm gonna be able to do it. I'm gonna be grinding pretty much all Friday and all Saturday. Until I get the 20 wins or until the challenge is over. I really want to win this challenge for you guys. And so let's just look at the top players and see who's done it. So he's only got 10 wins, and he's the #1 player. I don't know if maybe he's not playing, maybe he's only tried it twice, or maybe he relies on level 13s. This guy has got 12. So a lot of top players have not been able to get the 20 wins. He's got 12. Is there anybody in the top 10 that has got the 20 wins? Oh, this guy has the 20 wins, so that means he's a pretty good player. That means he's actually his skill. Let's see, Dark Light. He got the 20 wins, so congratulations to him. Yeah, so if you don't get the 20 wins, if you get around 10 to 12 wins, that's what the top players in the game are doing right now. They're averaging about 10 to 12, and there's been a couple people in the top, in the top 200 that have gotten that. Now, I haven't obviously gone through the whole 200 to see who's done it. I'm not going to waste my time doing that. But let's just go ahead and show you guys some replays. This is pretty good. Usually, Inferno Dragon is really hard to use. I have to use a lot of elixir so it doesn't melt my P.E.K.K.A. So let's just take a look. I'm fighting Harry YouTube. He's in the clan of the Heroes, so congrats, I think he got like 18 wins on his highest. I'm not sure. I don't remember, but, let's just look at this replay and see what happens. And so I play the P.E.K.K.A. on the right side. He plays his Ice Golem on his right side, which is my left. There I see the Inferno Dragon. I was like, what do? I know he's going to go hard on the left. I said, I'm going to ignore the push. I'm going to just try to get a tower and just try to do a trade. Because when I do a trade, it's actually really good for me because I'm able to play my P.E.K.K.A. in the middle, and it's just, I think it's worth it. So I obviously lost my tower. I was getting kind of nervous right here because it's like, is my P.E.K.K.A. not going to make it? Does he have like a Scar Marine or anything? But yes, he does have the Scar Marine, but my Ice Wizard and Executioner just took it out. Whew. I knew I got his tower at this point as I got the bandits on it, and the P.E.K.K.A. got like 3 hits on it, so I'm feeling pretty good. So right now it's evens 1-1. He's gotten more damage on my Crown, on my Keen Tower, but that's okay. You're gonna like the ending of this game. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just be extremely aggressive. I'm gonna throw down my Dark Prince and my mini P.E.K.K.A. and they're gonna get on the tower. That wasn't enough. Actually, I lied. He used his Scar Me, and I'm not able to get there. So well played by Harry on defending that push, but he used more elixir than I did. He has 1 elixir right now, and I have 4. And I just countered his minor with my P.E.K.K.A. So I'm in a very, very good position to counter push him. And let's see how he's going to defend this. I have my Executioner and Ice Wizard ready in case if he tries to play, bats or his Inferno Dragon, I should be able to stop it. So I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. There he goes. He plays it. He plays his bats. That was actually a really good play on his part on playing the bandit. But I actually got the zap on his Inferno Dragon, and my P.E.K.K.A. is able to get a couple hits on the tower and making it pretty low. Now he has a pretty good counter push on his side with a 4-life Inferno Dragon. But I'm going to be playing the P.E.K.K.A. to counter it. The Dark Prince to counter it. And he's just growing really hard, and he messed up because I was able to get my bandit, and I was able to do like 600 damage to his tower. So I'm in a really good sweet spot, and he's kind of stressing out right now. We got 30 seconds left in the game. He can't really 2-crown me. He has to go for the 3-crown. And all I have to do is just get that tower that has 500 life. And so he's going pretty good. I play the P.E.K.K.A on the right side. I'm not sure why I played it. That was a pretty bad play on my behalf. There he is. He's just trying to do the bandit, but the bandit obviously can be countered pretty easily. He's playing his bats. I said, you know what? I'm going to support the P.E.K.K.A push and make him play troops on the right side. And I tried to play the bandit to get to this tower. It obviously did not happen. He stops it with his skirmy, and now we're in overtime. And this is where the game gets pretty insane. So he gets his bandit on my king tower. He poisons it. Then he zaps it, gets it to 400 life. All he really has to do is poison. But you know what? Let's see if I'm able to get his tower and end the game. There he goes. I get my bandit, and this is clutch. The bandit goes for the win. And that was, if he were to stop that push, he would have 3-crowned me. Because my tower was so low, he could have poisoned, and then he could have got his miner. And if I couldn't predict where his miner was going to go, he would have beaten me. So let's look at this balloon deck. This is using a balloon freeze, which I've seen on the ladder a lot. I'm playing Smite, or however you pronounce his name, from Playshik. And let's see what happens. This was actually, he gets, let's just kind of see how the game plays and see kind of what I did to win. And so I hate it when people use buildings in the very beginning, because it's kind of like, what do you do? Like, do you just take the chip damage? Do you try to counter it? And so, yeah. So I said, you know what? I'm going to give him that tower, and I'm just going to go hard and try to do a trade like we saw in that last game. And let's see if it goes just as smoothly. And yes, it does. I'm able to get the tower, and he's able to get my tower, so we just do a trade-off. And sometimes in this game, you have to do a trade-off. There's really nothing in my hand that I could have used to stop that balloon miner deck. That was an extremely strong push on his behalf, and so I had to go for the trade. And now it's 1-1, and both of the maps are open, so I could play troops on his side, he could play troops on my side. So I'm going to go very aggressive. I don't want him to play the furnace in the middle and to get any more troop damage on my left side, and so I just went aggressive. And it was okay. I mean, the P.E.K.K.A got 1 hit. If the P.E.K.K.A would have gotten 2 hits on that tower, it would have been more worth, But I did waste more elixir than he did on playing that push. I did 10, and I think he did only 6. So not very bad. So the game kind of slows down. We're just kind of resetting. We're waiting to get our elixir back to 10 before we make any moves. And I don't like waiting. I don't like wasting elixir. So when I get to 10, I kind of wait a little bit to see what they do. If they don't do anything, I just go ahead and start my push. This was very clutch on his side. He freezes, and then he zaps. And then, I'm not sure, actually I think that was me that zapped. And so he gets the tower. That tower is gone. The bomb's going to blow up, and he got it. But, you know what? It's 2 seconds away. I have a very strong counter push going. I play the P.E.K.K.A in the middle, and I just go for it. And I don't think he's able to, and he's not going to be able to defend this, because both of the towers, the king tower and the archer tower, is on my big P.E.K.K.A. And look at the mini P.E.K.K.A just going for the win. The ice wizard is what makes me win this game. He just keeps shooting. He's alive for so long because he just ignore it. And the ice wizard just did so much damage, slowed the king tower damage down. And pretty much if you have an ice wizard not being touched on the king tower is pretty much useless. It doesn't do any damage. It attacks extremely slow anyways, and with an ice wizard on it, it's just a good game. And so let me show you some of my order replays. Let me show you this one. So this is one of the decks that I showed you guys in my deck slot that's being used a lot. Demon from Warrior Elite. I guess he's mad because he hasn't gotten the 20 wins yet. I think it's kind of funny when people just emote like crazy. But I mean, that's why they're in the game. They're in the game to troll people, and I mean, it's the only way that we're able to communicate. I wish we had a little bit more emotes than just the standard ones we have, but I do mute people because when they just spam emotes like that, it makes me so I can't really focus. So we both play the pump, and we both play the P.E.K.K.A. And this is when I was playing, a different variety. I was trying to use a Night Witch. I was trying to use the Electric Wizard. I think I got this idea from a guy in my clan. I think he was using this deck, and I think he got like 19 wins with it. And so I was trying to see if I could, if I could play it. And I got like 13 wins with it. I did pretty good with it, but I just didn't feel too comfortable with it, and I was getting bored playing it. And so I went back to my main deck, and I'm gonna show you. I mean, I already showed you. I'm 5-0 right now. If you could get to 10-0, 5-0, 7-0, even 7-1 is a really good spot to be in. If you could get that far without losing, you have a really good chance on winning the Grand Challenge. And so as you guys can see, they have a special. You could get 200 gems for 99 cents. You could get up to 1,000 gems for $5. And really, I mean, I'm a free-to-play player. I only spent $5 on this game so far, so I could get the gems, so I could try to get the 20 wins. I'm only using my gems for this challenge. Obviously, unless I win the challenge, then I'll be using my gems for other things, and then I guess I'll be technically a gemmer. But this is the only time I spent money because I really wanted to get this challenge won. And if you guys are watching this, I'm still grinding. I haven't won yet. I've only gotten 15 for my max. And you know what? I think I will get it though. It's just gonna take time, and it's just gonna take time until I eventually get in the groove of just winning. There, he's laughing because he's done a lot more damage on my tower than I have done to his tower. And I'm in a very bad spot right now. We both have the pump. We both have the P.E.K.K.A to defend, to kind of cancel out each other. We're both using Electric Wizard. But with him using that Battle Ram, he has a stronger counter burst than I do. I was trying to trick him. I was trying to make him play, you know, I don't know what I was trying to do. I just knew if I put my Night Witch on the right side, it wouldn't have done anything. So I used the Tornado right there so that I could, so he doesn't stop my P.E.K.K.A. You know, and I was able to win that push. I was able to get the P.E.K.K.A down again, and I think he's just trying to poison me. He knows that I have an extremely strong push coming. I have the Night Witch in. This is why I like the Electric Wizard in challenges, because my P.E.K.K.A is only at half life because the Electric Wizard was able to stop it, and I win in overtime because of that last push, because he made a mistake, and it was just a beautiful game. I felt really good when I beat him, and that's it. So as you guys can see, I'm 5-0 right now. Once I get done, you know, putting this video on YouTube, I'm gonna go back and playing. I'm just gonna keep grinding until the challenge is over, or until I get the 20 wins. And so I hope you guys are doing good. Let me know in the comments below on how many wins you've gotten. Hopefully you guys are getting pretty close, and hopefully, you know, the main thing is I hope you guys are having fun with this challenge. You know, don't stress out too much if you don't get the 20 wins. It is a tough challenge to do, and so, you know, the main point why they did it is so that you can have fun. It's okay to be competitive, but, you know, don't break your iPads. Don't break your iPhones just because you lose. And I mean, it's frustrating if you get to like 19-3 and 18-3, 17-3 because they're very close. You know, it's just part of the game. I know I was pretty mad at 15-3, but, you know, I was like, you know what? I lost the games because I played sloppy, and that's just what happens. Well, guys, I hope you guys liked the video. If you guys do like the video, please smash the like and hit the subscribe, so you can see my new content. Like I said, new content is guaranteed every Sunday and every Wednesday. And I hope you guys enjoy the videos, because I have a very fun time making these videos. I think that's extremely fun. And keep clashing, and have a good day.